Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode where nothing is easy. Warriors, witches, how y'all doing? This is another hard rant from your boy. And take a look at this. This is from Gamescom. In the middle of Gamescom. This is my reaction to what they did.
At Gamescom that we hold very close to our hearts. This year, we are giving the stage to highlight one of the many great initiatives. It's dedicated to all the games promoting democracy. We invited a developer to learn more about it, and I'm here with Jörg Friedrich, CEO of Paint Bucket Games.
Excuse me? What are you talking about? Now this is one of those things where I was just like, yo, I want to talk about democracy, and I thought for a second they were talking about Helldivers. I thought for a second, yeah, they're talking about Helldivers, democracy, baby. No. I'm stupid. Samuel says, I saw 3 hours of the game, and it's the same and worse than Veilguard. Plus, oh, we're going to talk about Bloodlines later. We'll talk about that later. Let's stick to this. Politics can be in games to increase the story as long as it's done well. Also, as long as there's subtlety with the politics in the game, you could actually put politics in a video game. This is not about video games anymore. But politics in games like this, by the way, whoever said that I was way too loud, you're right. I don't know what to do with my audio. If somebody could tell me how to take care of my pitch and then lower my voice, let me know. I got a Discord down below. Help me figure it out. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's just listen.
From Germany. Hello.
From Germany? I don't want to hear it. Bro, I don't want to hear fucking democracy from fucking Germany, okay? I don't want to hear about I did say that. I did say that. Am I wrong, though? Democracy. Listen. Germany right now is acting like they're still Nazis. Like they feel bad. Like Germany's really close to being another communist nation where it's just like the government is just so fucking corrupt right now, especially with the UK. Europe is being really fucking weird lately. It's odd because in a weird way, I kind of would just go to Russia. Is that stupid? I feel that like that's stupid, but there's still bad parts about Russia and their government, of course, but I don't know. That Marxist-ass Germany. I'm fucking talking about democracy. Germany is gone?
Thank you. In The Darkest Files, we tell the true story of Fritz Bauer, who was persecuted by the Nazis and forced to flee Germany, only to return after the war to fight them with the sharpest sword of democracy, the rule of law.
Why don't you just show us the trailer instead of, talking? Well, it's very true, but I don't know why they're mentioning the rule of law when it comes to Germany. Germany, who around that time, it was Hitler, baby. That's all people. It was Hitler's time, okay? The rule of law was whatever they made it. I don't know why he's trying to rewrite history and say like, you think you can bring down democracy with your misinformation? He's like, well, here's the truth. He's like, and I'm like, what? What? By the way, in order for you to have the rule of law, the law enforcement and anybody pertaining to the military would have to follow said laws. Guess what? The military, the police, and anybody of enforcement around that time of Nazi Germany were all siding with Hitler. So all those rules of laws you were talking about kind of doesn't work with your video game because the rule of law was whatever Hitler was saying. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why he's going like, oh man, like investigate the past. And I'm like, what are you talking about? What? It's like, it was his past. Investigate his past? Let's listen.
War to fight them with the sharpest sword of democracy, the rule of law. It shows how quickly a constitutional state can become an unjust state and how this leads to darkness. But it also shows that we cannot simply stand by and watch. When this happens, we must take action.
What are you gonna do? You gonna take Hitler to fucking court? Are you fucking dumb? You don't take Hitler. Is this after Nazi Germany or before? I think it's after. Let me go back. I am so. Let's go back, cause I'm just like, is it before or after? I'm curious. I wanna just show us the trailer. Yeah, let's just keep going. You know, talking. You mean the rule of cool?
War to fight them with the
I forgot what my chat is. I forgot.
The rule of law. It shows how quickly a constitutional state can become an unjust state and how this leads to darkness. But it also shows that we cannot simply stand by and watch. When this happens, we must take action.
Indeed. There are
Prove what in court? What are you gonna prove in court? What the? Were you out there killing Jews? Yeah? By whose authority? The big man over there, that guy right there? Yeah, he told me to kill Jews. Well, you can't do that. Says here I can. Says it right here. That was our whole shtick. What do you mean? It's like, oh man, did you rewrite the rules? Yeah, because that's what he did. He came into power. Everybody was like, yeah, I'm about that shit, and that's just the rule of law. Does his team not understand that when a vast majority of people vote that you know, or a tyrant takes a whole bunch of what's the word I'm looking for? You can't. It's not fear. It's not too much fear. I would say it's 40% fear that drove people to side with Hitler, but the 60% of men in Germany back then were all like, yeah, I'm joining the army for Hitler. That's what I'm gonna do. Yes, 40% of them were scared and they had to join. But I don't know what they're doing with this whole rule of law thing. I don't know why we're talking about this at Gamescom. And why you up here? I'm gonna show you how many people are playing his game, by the way, right after this.
Or other examples like your game playable here at Gamescom, such as Glass House by Flat28 Collective from Italy.
Nobody knows. Speaking of democracy, can't you just change the laws and then that will become the new law? I'm just wondering. You know what I mean? Do they know what democracy is? If you're part of the government, it's just like America. Like over 80% of people voted for Trump, and then those 20% were just like, man, none of us like Trump. And then everybody surrounding that one person is just like, not me, I voted for him. It's like, there's no way nobody in America likes Trump. It's like, we voted for him. Trump is changing the laws. He's doing illegal things. No, we voted for him to deport the illegals and take care of crime in America. It's like, why are they beating black people in the street? They're not beating black people in the street. They're beating criminals in the street. Hello? That's what we voted for. It's like, oh man, they won't bring trans people into the army. Yeah, I voted for that. Yeah. Nobody voted for this. Yeah, we didn't. Yeah, we're the silent majority, apparently. But like I'm saying, why the fuck are we talking about this at Gamescom? If you've been voted in, if that's who you were chosen, and then you change the laws, I'm just wondering, it's still democracy, right? They chose, I mean, technically it's not really democracy, but over a majority of people sided with Hitler very fast. They were one of, if not the all-time greatest fascists of all time. Hello. And we fought against that. Apparently a lot of Americans, especially left-leaning Americans, forgot that we fought fascism a long time ago, but that's a different story. But all I'm saying is, like, it doesn't matter whether or not people want to talk about the rule of law or what's the truth or whatnot. It does not matter. If you have power, if you have the means, if you have the resources, if you have the testicular fortitude, you can change the law. So I don't know why he's doing this whole detective thing, trying to rewrite history. It could have been interesting. You know what kind of game he could have made related to Hitler? He could have made a whole fucking, I don't know, like, oh man, Hitler's chasing you. He's like, you need to escape out of Hitler's house. It's like before he finishes his painting, and then he kills you, something like that. Like he's quietly painting or writing one of his books, and you have to stealthily get out of his house. That would have been awesome. That could have been comedy. That could have been horror. But no, we got, you know what I mean? This candidate, they changed the laws, and then people go like, what? People in this game are just gonna say like, it's like, oh man, that goes against the law. He's like, no, it's not. I changed the laws. What are you talking about? Isn't that normal? Isn't that? Maybe I'm wrong.
A story-rich CRPG set in a lockdown apartment
Nobody knows
block
this
at the
game, by
dawn
the
of
way.
a world war. And compensation not
What's
guaranteed
World
by
War?
Team Project Lunch from Singapore, a document checker thriller about
Nobody
a
knows this
post-colonial
game.
country from the perspective of a government official worker.
Nobody.
So, Yuri, can you tell us why these games are so important and so impactful?
The only game that's the greatest out of all those, where it's a line check-in where Papers, Please is the best one. Papers, Please beats all of these other paper games where you need to check people in. Papers, Please has won, okay? And here's the funny thing about Papers. That they made a Papers, Please. You just saw that, right? You just saw a Papers, Please game that they just made. It looks fucking stupid, doesn't it? It has this crazy furry fucking art that it looks like it was made by a child. I'm sorry about the child if it was a child that made the art. I mean, maybe they'll get better. But if it's an adult, that fucking furry art we just saw was fucking trash. But it was like a Papers, Please kind of game. But here's the thing. Papers, Please was the OG of like, you know, signing people in and getting them through checkpoints. And here's the funny thing about that is there are a lot of fans of Papers, Please, and they cosplay as literal communists, which is fucking hilarious if you think about it. Because everybody's like, oh man, we feel bad. Oh man, we feel bad kicking these people out and they can't come into their country or they can't leave their country. We feel bad. Nobody said that for Papers, Please. Everybody was just going along with it. They brought out their inner communists and was like, you ain't gonna leave, boy. These papers are wrong. It was weird, but it was fun. You know what I mean? But that was the cool thing about Papers, Please. They didn't take themselves too seriously. However, this guy... Yeah, why?
Games are more than entertainment. Like any great art form, they reflect our concerns, our fears, our hopes.
You look like white dudes for Kamala Harris, by the way. It's literally escapism. Yes, you can tell great political stories if the subtlety was done correctly. But you coming up on stage, nobody knows who the fuck you are. All you're doing is complaining about like, oh, well, what's happening in Gaza? Ha ha. What about it's like, you know what? Hamas is cool, actually. None of this shit is like, Trump's bad or something like that. All of this is a fucking ploy to that. I think this is fucking hilarious because they know that where the money is at is in video gaming because there's a lot of art to it. And then they come over here and then they realize, like, oh man, we're gonna make so much money because we're sending a message. Wrong, nigga. Wrong. You ain't gonna make that much money.
And what preoccupies us.
Yes, you're right. It's a form of escapism. What are you trying to say? It's still a form of escapism. It's still art. It's entertainment, but it is a form of escapism. If I hear anything about him like, oh, I'm trying to change people's minds on things. If I hear anything about him saying like, we're trying to change people, I'm gonna be sick.
Well, games are more than entertainment. Like any great art form, they reflect our concerns, our fears, our hopes, and what preoccupies us. Democracy is under attack right now. Minority rights are being violated, and
there it is. There it is. Even my face right there, it's like, minorities' rights are being attacked right now. And I'm like, you desperate little cuck. You desperate little letting people into your fucking country because you have some weird white guilt, or at the same time you're getting paid, little bitch boy. Nobody in Germany likes you, okay? That's why your games didn't sell, and I'm about to show you that their games, that nobody's playing their games. I'm about to show you the numbers here in a second. It's about to end. It's about to end here in a second. But do you notice the audience isn't clapping or saying a noise? Let's see if they make any sort of noise when he leaves. By the way, at Gamescom. Yep. By the way, Gamescom cares. No, you fucking don't. No, you fucking don't, Jeff Keighley. You do not care. This is just, let me give you 100K so I can borrow 7 minutes of your audience's time. That's it. Gamescom does not give a flying fuck. Neither does Jeff Keighley. Neither does that flat-chested blonde on the stage. Neither does that fat fuck on the stage care about anybody. Okay?
Interconnected.
That's your problem in Germany. We're fine over here. What are you talking? Minorities? I'm right here, bro. What are you talking about? I'm privileged over here. You're talking about Germany. You're not talking about me. You're talking about Germany or hello. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Is it Germany or is it I can't tell. I can't tell if it's Germany, you know, beer and Oktoberfest, or is it Germany? Okay, don't come over. I hope you're not talking about America. I'm fine.
So games are a powerful medium for addressing these issues, and they have the potential to inspire change. I am glad that not only are many people in the global games industry engaging in projects like this, but
they're not engaging in the project. They're just letting you on there for 1 quick second of you giving them their money, and then they want you to leave. There is no more in this transaction. They want you up on stage for 100K. It costs a lot of money for people to get their video games up on that stage. People have less time to put their indie game up on the stage for 500K, maybe 20, not 500K, but 50K or 20K to bring their game up on the big screen on Gamescom to where there's a bunch of eyes. And these motherfuckers right over here, Gamescom cares. Fuck you, no you don't care. Okay? You just want their money because the initiative is able to just throw money away to other... They're ready to take the taxpayers' dollars of Germany and throw it in this stupid fucking 7-minute talk of your dead fucking game.
Also, more and more institutions.
I feel sorry
like
for
the
Germany.
European Commission or the United Nations.
Very important message. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we should listen to the European Commission and the United Nations. Yeah, we should listen to them. What about the actual citizens? Well, you know what I mean? What about, as a joke, as someone who was once overseas in places like the Middle East, Mr. Hardcore, your call to prayer had me dying. I'd legit have to hear that 5 times a day. I mean, that's what they do. They're on their fucking Aladdin's you know, they're on their fucking magic carpet and shit, you know, pointing at I don't know, on the sand, pointing at dirt and shit. Are they pointing at Mecca, or are they pointing at, I don't fucking know. I don't fucking care. Okay? All right? I wear camo pants, and I wear a lot of, you know, what's it called, like sportswear. I wear a lot of sportswear, okay? I don't wear fucking pajamas, okay? I'm not out here looking like, you know, the actual people that have to deal with these issues. You know what I'm saying? Why are you talking about these companies? Why are you talking about them? Shouldn't we be, you know what I mean? It's like, oh man, I want to make sure that I take care of the German people. It's like, oh yeah, you know, I care about the German people, but all I heard was minorities. And oh shoot, this is fucking propaganda. This sounds like propaganda. It looks like propaganda. It might be fucking propaganda. Germany.
Right. And of course, thank you.
What's the game called? The Darkest Files? When Darkest Files comes out, there better be, you better get big ass fucking numbers. The Darkest Files is the game. When that game comes out, I'm gonna wishlist it. I'm gonna wishlist it so I can keep an eye on it. I like how when they clapped, the guy turns over there because only a tiny, minuscule amount of people clapped. Everybody else does not give a fuck. Everybody else is whispering. I know how people are. They're wondering, where the fuck are the trailers? Who the fuck is this? Gamescom cares. Stop this shit. And then 30% of the audience is probably like, this is a good time for a smoke break or a potty break. That's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Ain't nobody over here talking about no minorities. I want you to... And when you arrive at the front of the door when your game comes out, watch the numbers. The Darkest Files, it already came out. There's already a demo. The game is already out. The Darkest Files. Let's check it out. No. Let's see. Let's see. We're gonna do. Let's check it out. Steam DB, baby. So, on there, it's saying only 13 people are playing the Darkest Files. That's his game that he has on his shirt. He has 13 dumb motherfuckers. That is half of the that's your whole development team playing the game. Now let's see how many people are playing your game after that. Let's look at after that. It's been a day, okay? It's been a day. Let's look at it right now. Oh, here's some charts. Oh, lovely. Lovely. Yeah, like before that, I think it was it August? Right now it's August 20th. I would say it was around August, I think it was 20th, right? Yeah, it was 13 players. This is how many people care about your fucking minorities. It was 13 players like you just saw just now, right? And then it skyrocketed. It zoomed up, buddy. It went, yow, long way to the top if you want to rock and roll. It went up to fucking 75 people. And then they went to sleep. Went down to 19. But people go to sleep. That's okay. And then it went to the top, baby. It went up to 72 people. And then it went straight down. So that means you have a lot of lying liberals in your team, bruh. We got a lot of lying liberals. We have more people fapping to furries. We have more people fapping to a fuck everything dating sim. Okay? We got more people playing Baldur's Gate being gay. We got more people fucking protesting about a nation that they've never been to. They don't even know the fucking language, okay? We got more people doing that shit than we got people playing your game. Damn, boy. Damn, that's sad, son. You didn't get anywhere. So all this wasting money and trying to prove something like, yo, I'm doing this for the black people, homie. This one's for you. Fuck out of here. All right? Fuck out of here with that nonsense. Me and you are not on the same level, okay? I already know that I'm a minority, but I got a car, I got a house and home, I got animals, I got pets, I got animals, I got a family, I'm an uncle, I got a job. So, by the way, I've been in America my whole life. We got people coming into America legally. You ever heard of that? Yeah, that's right. We got people actually obeying our laws. So I don't know who you're talking about. What's happening in Germany, nigga? What's happening in Germany? Oh, that's right. I don't fucking care. Let's be honest. It's all Gamescom's bullshit that really pisses me off. I want. As a matter of fact, if I could see before we end this video, I want to see something. I want to see something. This is very important. This was Gamescom, right? I want to see something. Uh, 2 million. 2 million people, right? We'll turn this down. Can we live chat replies is not available for this video? Damn. They locked no, I want to see something else. They fucking lock the fucking video, the chat after it's done. Let's see if we can find one where it's open for everyone. But like, is there an IGN version? It's not gonna be in his chat. No, not his. No. There was a Gamescom for I'm not gonna watch that. That's for Xbox. I'm not gonna watch that. Nope. Might be for Penguin. Penguin has a lot of people. Let's see if his, well, no, he probably, did he stream this? Show chat? Thank you, Moist Critical. Thank you. That's all I want to know. Was this 2 days ago? It was 2 days ago. Okay. I think it was around this time. Right around,
This year, we are giving the stage to highlight one of the many great initiatives. It's dedicated to all the games promoting democracy. We invited a developer to learn more about it, and I'm here with Jörg Friedrich, CEO of Paint Bucket Games from Germany. Hello, tell us about the game you made, The Darkest Files.
Hi, thank you. In The Darkest Files, we tell the true story of Fritz Bauer, who was persecuted by the Nazis and forced to flee Germany only to return after the war to fight them with the sharpest sword.
His chat is booing the shit out of this. Moist Critical's chat is booing the shit out of this. It's like, democracy? There's like 5 people in his chat saying, democracy, Helldivers? And they're like, it's not Helldivers. I'm so glad it's not me. I'm so glad it's not just me. I was like, democracy, Helldivers? No, it's not Helldivers.
Of democracy, the rule of law. It shows how quickly a constitutional state can become an unjust state and how this leads to darkness. But it also shows that we cannot simply stand by and watch. When this happens, we must take action.
Indeed. There are other examples like your game playable here at Gamescom.
Sound imploded and devs scattered, so there's like 4 disco-type games being made by devs that have nothing to do with each other. Oh.
Block at the dock, Singapore.
They reflect our concerns, our fears, our hopes, and what preoccupies us. Democracy is under attack right now. Minority rights are being violated, and the world is becoming increasingly interconnected. So games are a powerful medium for addressing these issues, and they have the potential to inspire change. I am glad that not only are many people in the global games industry engaging in projects like this, but also more and more institutions like the European Commission or the United Nations.
A very important message. Thank you so much, Jörg. And of course, thank you to all of the dedicated developers around the world.
I want y'all to know 2 things. 1, his chat is exploding with what the fuck is this? And then 2, another person said it in his chat. The fact that somebody in chat said, the fact that we're listening to this go woke bullshit, go woke, go broke bullshit, and we're not getting a Silk Song trailer infuriates me. So fucking based. So fucking true. The fact this guy has 7 minutes on the fucking screen and we're not gonna get an actual like CGI trailer of or you know CGI trailer of Silk Song or something to hype people up. We get Gamescom cares. That's what we
so
get.
much heart and soul into those games, making the world a little better. Please
Gay,
check them out, everyone, and check out all the great initiatives of Gamescom.
Nobody cares.
Now.
Add Z's, cringe, social points, European Commission. I say 9. European Commission, I say 9. Get them out of gaming. Get politics out of here. LLL. This is going to be rigged. Yeah, fuck off. Nobody cares. Don't make games, just protests. Bullshit. MAGA's in chat. It's like, I mean, yeah. I say 9.
We have much more Gamescom ONL to come next. It's a very
he didn't get any claps after his bullshit that he just said. Chat the fuck? No, chat is right. No, chat is 100% right. Just because you want to be this one guy in Moist Critical's chat is like, guys, you're being a bit of an L instead of a W, bro. And I'm like, if the vast majority of people are saying this is bullshit, then maybe it's fucking bullshit. You know what I mean? Just think about it.
very special performance of the music of Claire Obscure Expedition 30.
Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's all I wanted to talk about.